When was the last time you felt that spike of panic? Like, oh no, I forgot to write that paper or do that project. Hopefully it wasn't last week at work. Maybe it was in high school or college. And you didn't have a lot of options, right? Maybe if you forgot to read the book, you get the Spark Notes. You can make friends with that really smart person that you had no interest in talking to the day before or any other time. Mm-hmm. You could cheat. I was always too scared to cheat, but I have one notable exception. When I was dating my husband in college, we took an online art history class together, and he said, I will do all of your tests. You just have to let me do yours first so I can get all the answers right on mine. And amazingly, he got 100% on every test. I still got an A+.
Hey.
Nice.
It worked out.
Everybody won.
I wonder if something like that was going through the mind of a lawyer from New York who turned to ChatGPT for legal research. Maybe he got lazy, maybe he forgot the deadline. I don't know, but he put together a legal brief that referenced 6 cases that were totally made up.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The judge that was reviewing it said, these never happened. Where did these come from? There were fake names, fake quotes, the whole thing. My favorite part, this lawyer told the court he was unaware that the contents could be false from ChatGPT. So a warning to everyone, ChatGPT can make things up. These are called hallucinations, which is funny. So if you're using it for something important, triple check its work. Seriously. It's Friday, and this is Kim Komando Today. I know you've realized by now, I am not Kim Komando. I'm Ali Seligman, the amazing content queen over at Komando.com. I'm running the show. Kim is recovering from eye surgery, and she is doing so well. I just had a video chat with her this morning. Her black eye is almost gone,
Wow.
which is good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Even better than that, though, she had a vision test yesterday. And so before this, if you held your hand in front of her eye, she couldn't see anything really in that eye. Yesterday, 20/60.
Wow.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
Awesome.
She told me she cried, which is, of
Yeah.
course, yeah. And time for a little administrative moment. I need to remind you, this is not the Kim Komando Show. That is our Monday through Thursday podcast. Here on Friday, you get the whole gang. With me, as always, our magnificent millennial, Matt Heffel. Matt, what is on tap today?
You know, no more Samuel L. Jackson on your Alexa, so that's disappointing. How to create fun custom emojis, which I really like, and an unexpected viral sports moment. So, yeah.
All right. And then we've got, for her second podcast, the great Medini Komando show producer, Maddie LaPerry. Maddie, what do you have for us today?
So people in Georgia, they are taking their driver's license photos in the nude.
Oh. Whoa.
Okay.
And I'm giving you the best director's art, well, the best setting for your TV that is director approved.
Ooh, very nice.
It gives
All
a
right.
whole new meaning to Georgia peaches.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty good, Matt. That was good.
Burn.
We're going to start with the news today. And I guess I'm Bad News Alley. I have a couple scams that I want to make you aware of so that you don't fall for them. This time of year, like always, hotel scams are in full effect. The Better Business Bureau is getting a lot of complaints. It generally works like this. You search for a city you're going to and maybe the name of a hotel or just hotels in general, and you get a list. And at the top, looks like the official hotel site. Maybe it looks like a travel booking agency. Everything looks normal. Get a good price. Great. You book your room, put in your credit card information. Later, you'll notice, whoa, I was charged way more money than that website told me when you look at your credit card. You were never on the official website. It was some site, no affiliation to the hotel at all. One person said that they were charged $1,000 for 2 nights, which was a lot more than they were expecting.
Yeah.
And then this is the worst part. They called the hotel and they said, no, we don't have any record of you or that reservation. Not only are you out the money, but then you don't even have anywhere to stay.
Man.
Yeah, so only book on the real hotel site, double check, triple check that URL, or a third-party site you can trust. You know the names, right? Hotels.com, Expedia, Travelocity. If you haven't heard of it, be really careful, or go to one that you have heard of. And then one more, no kidding, this popped up on like 10 different local news sites with different police departments warning about it. Scammers are calling people to say that they owe money because of warrants or other fines, and they need to be paid right now. Hang up if you get one of these calls. If you owe money or there's a real fine that you owe to the city or the police or whatever it is, they're not going to call and be mean to you on the phone. That's not how it works. Enough scams. Matt, Alexa, what's going on?
You know, before we get into this, I wanted to ask you guys, do you ever use any other voices? I'm not talking on all the stuff that's crazy, but do you like change it to an Australian guy's voice or, you know,
Like on an
British?
Echo or?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
an Echo or even your phone or anything like that. You ever changed it to one of those?
I just have the same boring voices. I don't know what my deal is.
I have an Aussie lady.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
she is. She's smooth.
I did the Aussie lady too, and I was like, yeah, I like that.
Oh, I
like
need to
that.
do that. Okay. All right.
It's not as aggressive.
No, absolutely. It's nice and soft. But have you used any of these?
Hey, Melissa, can you tell me a joke? I just bought a new eye mask. I can't see myself wearing it. Get it?
Alexa, ask Sam Jackson to tell my kids to go to bed.
Hello, boys and girls. It's been a long day and you are due for some sleepy time. So brush those teeth and get in your jammies. Be a good youngling and go to bed.
Yeah, so that's the comedian and actress Melissa McCarthy and Samuel L. Jackson. They had their celebrity voices being used on Alexa, and all you had to do was go download them. Originally, they were 99 cents. Then they went up to $4.99, which is a pretty steep jump. But recently, Amazon has announced that they will no longer be supporting these celebrity voices, which,
Aw.
I mean, is kind of disappointing, but kind of par for the course with how Amazon's been doing with this stuff lately. I mean, I was trying to find out what reason for this was happening, and the only thing I could really find in what all these different articles are saying, it's that Alexa loses money. Can you believe that? The entire division of Alexa at Amazon loses money every year. Last year, they lost $5 million
Oh my
on Alexa.
gosh.
That's terrible. I had
Sorry
like
for-
80 Alexas.
Yeah, seriously. Sorry for all the speakers we're setting off right now.
Yeah, I do apologize for that. But what they really wanted was that when you got your Alexa, that you would use it to buy stuff on Amazon, right? So you say, hey, buy me toilet paper or buy me blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And Amazon would get a cut of that, or not get a cut, get all the money from that because it's Amazon. And so they'd be selling more. But when was the last time you asked any virtual assistant to buy you something?
Literally never. I've had an Echo since the first generation. I have never bought anything through it.
No, absolutely. Me neither. I mean, it's to pull up my phone on Amazon in 2 clicks. I really don't need to be running around my house. How busy am I that I'm running around my house and I can't pull up my phone to buy toilet paper?
So you're saying that all of us just using Alexa to like turn on the lights or
Right.
see what time it is or convert like 2 quarts to cups, that doesn't make them any money.
Hey, doesn't make them. How is that making them money? I mean, to
Do
be
they not
fair,
make money on the Alexa itself or the Echo itself?
I mean, it probably costs more to manufacture the Alexa itself than they sell it for. I mean, they give them away all the time. I mean, they're less than $100 for one of the mini ones, and the big ones are like $200.
Well, the little ones go on sale for like, $20 around Prime Day. Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, it definitely is costing them more. So they're losing all this money. And so I think that this is a sign of the way things are going to be in the future. We're not going to see as much of a drive towards these virtual assistants, especially as AI grows. And so I think we'll see kind of a downturn in these virtual assistants. By no means are they going away. They collect all your data, and these companies love your data, but they're not necessarily the big money maker that these companies thought they would be. So we'll see.
You know what? The thing I think is really kind of crappy about this is that Amazon, you don't get that money back. If you paid $5 for that voice, you're just kind of,
It's gone.
it's gone. You know what? I think if this happened to you, if you had one, you should write to Amazon customer service, like start a chat or send them an email and say like, hey, this doesn't seem fair. You should give me my money back and let us know how it goes
that'd be
because I
awesome.
would be interested to see. Yeah. Maddie, I don't even, Georgia, people are naked in their license. What?
Yeah. I mean, people are just taking their licensed photos naked. They're not really going to the DMV.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They're not like nudists at the DMV, chilling, just saying, I need my license today.
So this is people taking their photos at home?
Yeah, so people are taking their photos at home because you can get a digital ID now.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
Georgia, a few states have digital IDs. You can use them to go through like, what are they?
The TSA checkpoints,
Yeah,
right?
the TSA checkpoints and, just to get through the airport really quickly.
Yeah.
Well, the Georgia Department of Driver Services made a post on Facebook and it said, please wear clothes while taking your selfies for your digital driver's license and IDs.
That seems fair.
I feel like they shouldn't have to say that, though.
Like
Yeah.
how much clothes?
And you don't have to wear pants.
Oh, because that's not in the photo.
Yeah. So
Okay.
someone online was like, how much clothing do you have to wear? I feel like you're asking a lot of me in a very vague way. And I have questions. The Georgia DDS said, shirts are nice. We want shirts for selfies.
The official word.
Yeah. So you can still, rock your undies.
Shirts are nice.
Yeah. But you should not go fully nude. Sorry.
Please
A
don't.
few states do this, so it's not just Georgia, right, that does digital IDs.
No. Arizona, Colorado, Maryland, and Utah do the IDs.
Well, we're here in Arizona.
Yeah.
And so note to selves, if we take our own ID, wear a shirt.
Yeah.
ID picture.
Oh, crap. I have to retake mine.
All right, coming up, we have some smart tech life hacks. Maddie is going to make your next movie night at home so much better. Matt is going to show us how to make custom emojis, which is actually really fun. That is next on Kim Commando Today. Welcome back to Kim Commando Today. No, still not Kim Commando. I am Ali Seligman, Commando.com's amazing content queen, and I'm filling in while Kim is recovering from eye surgery. She is doing great, and because she's Kim, she is still hard at work, mostly doing our newsletters. We have a revamped Current Tech News. If you don't get that, go to getkim.com. You don't have to just take our word for it. That's great. We got this review from a very nice person named Stan. Hi, Stan. I want to read it. I have been a fan for longer than I can remember, but the past couple years I drifted away from your newsletter. Too many ads became a drag, plus it was hard to read the content. After hearing you talk about how you changed the format, I thought I'd give it a try. I have to say, I read this newsletter twice because I didn't want to miss anything. Thank you for such an improvement. I'm back to reading again. And then a little cool guy glasses emoji. Thank you, Stan.
Love
That's
that.
so nice. Love that too.
Awesome.
Okay, tip time. I am going first. It's the IT go-to because it works. Turning something off and then turning it back on. Why does it work? Okay, this is will make you sound really smart if somebody's like, it's just they think it's magic, right? But no, a few reasons. Rebooting clears out the temporary data and the processes, especially if something has become corrupted or is otherwise not working. It clears memory. It can trigger software updates on certain things, and it can resolve software or operating system glitches. There are some other things, but that's the main. This works for your computer. You probably do this. But what else? Okay, let's say your mouse, your keyboard, your printer, headphones, some other peripheral is not connecting to your computer. It might have lost its connection, and rebooting can fix that. Generally, I restart both the computer and the headphones or whatever it is. Your router, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Step one, when your internet is not working right, you go unplug the router. A restart can help if there is network congestion, if there is a software glitch, or a host of other issues. There is a right way to do this with your modem and router. Unplug both, and then leave them both unplugged for about 30 seconds. Plug in the modem first, and then after that, boots up, plug in the router. And finally, one that I use more often than I would like, smart speakers.
Oh, yeah.
I can only attest to how this works with our friend the Echo, but sometimes I turn on music and it sounds like the Echo is underwater. It's really muffled and weird. One time I kid you not, I spent 30 minutes trying to troubleshoot different things for this. And then I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it was fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
Try it. Yeah. No, it's like magic. Seriously. Okay, Matt, take us to
Yeah.
Emoji Land.
Okie dokie. I feel like emojis have become way more ubiquitous. I used that big word there. Than I ever really thought that they would be. I remember maybe 15 years ago on my flip phone using T9 and having to click 27 times to get a semicolon and an end parentheses just to do a little smiley face.
How
Remember
dare
that?
you do that winky face?
Hey, I was trying to do a little smiley face, but it used to take forever. Now, there's literally hundreds of thousands of emojis on your phone right now. But even with those thousands of emojis, you might be like, man, but there's not this or there's not that. Or why doesn't it match the exact face that I'm making right now? Well, we have some solutions for you. So I'm going to go through a few. There's two that are all about Apple and iPhones, because if you didn't know, I'm a big iPhone guy, never even touched an Android. I wouldn't even look at one. So, but I'm going to go through some Apple ones, and then I'm going to have Allie help me out, because I know that Allie, even though, I talk a little bit of crap about Androids, she does have an Android, so she'll help us out with the end one.
Yep.
All right, the first one is the most popular. We've all heard of it, Bitmoji. Now, it's actually an app that you can download. And what's really cool about it is that once you download it, You basically create your own little avatar, make it look like yourself, make your hairstyle, whatever you want it to be. And then it will give you all these different poses of that avatar. And then you can use that avatar and send it anywhere. So say you just burnt your hands taking the pizza out of the oven. You can get one of your little avatar with its hands in the air and going, oh no.
That's horrible.
Maybe not the best example, but
They are pretty cute though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that one's really popular. It has a ton of reviews and everybody uses it, so you'll fit right in. It gives a nice personal touch to things that you're doing, allows them to kind of see your face. But the next one is even more personal. Now, this one's called Memoji, and this is built into all iPhones already. You don't have to download anything. It's just built into iMessages. So what you're going to do is in iMessages at the top of the keyboard, you'll see a little line and 3 little squares. Click on those squares and then scroll and you'll see a little icon that says Memoji. You click on that and then you create, again, an avatar. Now, the difference between Bitmoji and Memoji is that you can actually scan your face, and whatever face you're making, your little avatar will make that same face.
That's
So
pretty cool.
cute.
Does it work
That's-
well?
It works really well, actually. I was just playing with this earlier this weekend with my family, and I was hanging out with my 2 nieces, and we were doing this for hours, just sitting in the
that's
room,
so
creating
fun.
little emojis and then making little funny faces and doing that.
If you missed the steps for that, Matt, let's get that up on the website so that people can follow. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's already up on commando.com. You can go check it out right now.
Amazing.
Just search custom emojis. But then there is one more, and it's built into all Android's phones. It's called Magic Android, Magic Emoji, something like that, right, Allie?
It's called Emoji Kitchen, actually.
Oh, I was close.
Yes, Emoji Kitchen is actually really cool. So when you pick an emoji, you don't have to download anything else. It's right in the Google messaging app. If you pick an emoji, say you picked the heart eyes, it then gives you a bunch of other emojis kind of mushed up together
Yeah.
with that one. So maybe you get like a ghost with heart eyes, or a dog with hard eyes, or someone who's really confused with hard eyes. They're pretty funny. So that is right built in. You don't have to download anything, which is nice. Maddie, you are going to make our TVs look amazing,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Straight out of the movie theater.
Okay, perfect. So
You guys
this is
got-
a special setting.
Yeah, it's a special setting and it's approved by Martin Scorsese,
Ooh.
James Cameron, J.J. Abrams.
Okay, must
they
be
all
good.
say this is the way you need to watch your TV.
What's it
And
called?
it's called filmmaker mode.
Okay.
Yeah. So lots of TVs have fancy features that are supposed to make your TV watching better, like motion smoothing. It's supposed to make it easier to watch sports games, but you're not supposed to watch, just like Friends on motion smoothing. Nobody needs to be smooth that much.
No, it's too smooth.
It's too smooth.
It's too smooth.
And it just makes things look weird.
Yeah.
Like a little too sharp, a little too, not soft like film.
Yeah.
Yeah, filmmaker mode cuts out all the extra processing and makes it more like the director intended.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, so brands like Hisense, LG, Philips, Samsung, and Vizio worked with filmmakers to make these, to make this setting. So
Okay, so this was actually them saying like, hey, here's what we want.
yeah, this
Cool.
is what we want, and most of these settings will actually analyze the movie for you, and like an AI tool.
Yeah.
It'll analyze the movie for you and pick up the best brightness or best contrast.
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
actually does it per movie. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
That's really
It does,
cool.
Yeah.
It does it per movie.
That's awesome. How do you turn it on?
So all you have to do to turn it on is go in, well, if you have any of those TVs,
Yeah.
you access the picture settings, locate the picture mode option, and select filmmaker mode. And that's all you got to do.
Filmmaker mode. I love that. Yeah. I'm going to do that when I get home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Maddie.
Hey, thanks.
Coming up, we have a crazy headline about teenagers and the mall. Okay. Maddie has the joke today. Maddie, what do you think? We normally give our jokes a 1 to 10 rating. What do you think yours is?
Just, it's going to be so good. You're going to love it.
She doesn't even want to say. All right.
A rating. It's I would say a solid 4.
No.
It's pretty short.
That's not very good. All right. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. We'll say maybe, what, 7?
Yeah, I think she's unconfident 7 or 8. I'd
Yeah,
say.
we'll give it, it's definitely going to be better than Matt's
Can't be
last
worse.
week. No,
No.
no. All right, that's coming up on Kim Commando today. Welcome back to Kim Commando today. I am Allie Seligman, the amazing content queen at commando.com. Kim is healing from eye surgery, and so we're running the show today. And it's time for this week's What the Heck headline. And this one blew me away. Okay. Gen Z teens are so unruly in malls, fed by their TikTok addiction, that a growing number are requiring chaperones and supervision. What? Seriously. The mall was like the one place
Yeah.
that you could go by yourself as a teenager.
Wow.
And not anymore. Fortune put together this really great piece. Garden State Plaza in Paramus, New Jersey. It's the second largest mall in the state. They are requiring anyone under 18 to be accompanied by a chaperone who's at least 21 on Fridays and Saturdays after 5. They said this follows, quote, an increase in disruptive behavior by a small minority of younger visitors. So a bunch of
What?
teenagers are being jerks.
Yeah.
And they ruined it for everybody. This is not the only place to do this. A bunch of shopping centers, amusement parks, and even some restaurants are saying no more unaccompanied teens because of bad behavior. Some of it inspired by, those dumb challenges on TikTok.
Wow.
Even a Chick-fil-A in Southeast Pennsylvania.
Chick-fil-A?
Yep.
Chick-fil-A.
They banned kids under 16 without an adult. Even Chick-fil-A. Man.
Wow.
Teenagers have always been annoying in public.
True.
I say that as someone who was once a teenager. But I guess it's worse now. One movie theater manager said, you know what? The money we lose by not allowing teenagers completely pales in comparison to all the people that we have to refund because they're ruining movies for so many people.
Oh.
This is why you can't have nice things.
Yeah, geez.
Were you ever banned
Teens?
from the mall?
Of course not. I was a good kid.
I was.
Matt.
I have no comment on this matter.
Matt was banned from the mall. Mark it down.
I was banned from the mall.
I bet Matt's... You were?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we played like hide and go seek in the mall.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and went down the alleyway you're not supposed to go down and ran.
You guys are troublemakers.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing you didn't have TikTok growing up. Ooh, okay. Matt, what's the internet talking about?
All right, I want to give you guys a little behind the scenes on how I kind of find my topics for this Internet Scout section. So
okay.
sometimes a story will just fall into my lap. It's fascinating and I really want to talk about it. For example, the whole birds is a lie thing, right? I mean, just kind of fell in my lap. But a lot of the times I really have to keep my fingers on the pulse of like internet culture. So a lot of the times I spend on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube trying to see what's trending on those trending pages and just see what's going viral at the moment.
Yeah.
And so when I was kind of preparing for the show, I was doing all that and I saw that wiffle ball was trending. And first I found it on Twitter and I was like, okay, all right. And then I saw it on Instagram and then I saw it was the #1 video on YouTube and then I saw it was all over Reddit and I was like, what is going on? Wiffle ball.
Like the little kid game wiffle ball?
Yeah, like the little kid with the little white ball and the
Yeah.
skinny bat. Right, wiffle ball. And I was like, what is going on? Really quickly found out, of course, it was Mark Rober. If you don't know who Mark Rober is, he is one of the most popular YouTubers on the platform. And basically what he does is he uses his background as an engineer for NASA, where he helped work on the Mars rover, to create really cool videos where he creates giant, elephant balloons and stuff like that.
He's
And
great.
He's amazing. And the glitter bombs, everybody's seen those videos.
Yeah, the package theft glitter bombs, if you've seen that, that's him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he decided to delve into the world of professional wiffle ball league this time. And
What now?
professional wiffle ball leagues. Now, these are real. There is a real wiffle ball league, and I'll give you a little bit of history on this. So the wiffle ball league was started back in 2009. 2009 is not that long ago. Wiffle ball has been around since 1952 was when it was first released as a toy.
Sure.
So it took them a long, long time. But in 2009, a group of kids that were between the ages of 11 and 7 actually started the first wiffle ball league in America.
cute.
And this was in Illinois. They were
Okay.
just hanging out and they had the internet was kind of at the beginning stages. And so they started tracking all their stats and their hits and their games. And it was just 2 teams that would play every year. Now they have 8 teams. So in that
Awesome.
time, and they play in 6 different states, including Arizona. So I think I'm going to go see a game.
Whoa.
Right?
You should, yeah. Let us know.
It's really cool. They actually have been featured on TBS, Bleacher Reports, Barstool Sports, and even Sports Center for their highlights on these
Wiffle ball.
huge wiffle ball games.
Wow.
Now, what was Mark Rober doing there? Well, he is an engineer. So what he did was he came in and was like, I'm going to create interesting gadgets that allow me to beat the best professional wiffle ball players. So created balls that were incapable of being hit. He created pneumatic bats that would always hit the ball perfectly. He created bases that were robotic and would run away from the players as they're trying to tag them.
Oh, have fun. I bet this is a really fun video.
It's a really funny video. And guess what? It's on Commando.com. Go check it out. It's hilarious.
Are these wiffle ballers adults? It's not just kids, or
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Now, they don't get paid. It is all just a fun hobby for these guys. But I was watching this video. They are really, really good. They can curve the ball like 180 degrees in like a full circle to hit the bat. And it's amazing.
Whoa.
You would never imagine playing wiffle ball when you're 8 years old in your backyard to how good these guys actually are.
so what you're saying is we are not going to make it as professional wiffle ballers.
I mean, I signed up and I'm waiting to hear back.
Oh,
The
wow.
draft's coming up, so I'm hoping.
the draft. All right, we are coming up to another break. You are not going to want to miss what we have next, though. Some of the best and worst reader feedback to our newsletter. And Maddie has a joke. I guarantee you were going to laugh or your money back.
Oh no, the money's going back.
Welcome back to Kim Commando today. I'm still not Kim Commando. I'm Ali Seligman, the amazing content queen at commando.com. One thing that Kim has been hard at work at while she's been recovering from her eye surgery is our newsletter. And today I thought we'd mix it up a little bit and read some of the feedback and answer a couple questions. First, this is a really cool review that came through today. Kim is always a breath of fresh tech air. Peace, blessings, and healing prayers. Bill Murto, co-founder of Compaq Computer Corp.
Whoa.
Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
So cool, I know.
Neat.
This was a quick question from someone. Can you recommend a safe QR code reader for my Android? My phone doesn't read QR codes, and I don't want to buy a new phone just for that reason. First, I want you to make sure. Go to the options in your phone's camera. They're kind of hidden. So go to the camera settings and make sure. If you checked, it really does not support that. I believe you. We found a good app for you. It's called QR Code Reader and QR Code Scanner by TW Mobile. We'll put that on the website too, with the direct link, because it's hard to search for apps. They all look
Yeah.
the same. Yes. A pro to that one, they don't collect your data, which is nice. They don't sell anything to third parties. There are ads because they have to make money somehow. Okay, this is from Mickey. Hi, Kim. Thanks for your wonderful newsletters. Any number I don't recognize, I let go to voicemail. Then I realized that my voicemail has my voice on it. Is that a problem? It is, which is crazy, right? We've talked about this a couple times, and it still kind of blows my mind. It only takes about 3 seconds of audio of you talking to make a pretty decent clone of your voice. And then someone can, do anything they want with that. So I say remove it. You can just have the standard like, hello, you have reached blah, 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 phone number. Yeah, that's what I did. A good one here. I didn't sign up for this newsletter for stupid jokes. Also, articles were already posted on MSNBC over the weekend. So disappointing. Okay, if you hate stupid jokes, you're definitely not listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
But first of all, who reads MSNBC? And number two, no, you would not have seen this news, because the issue that this person was referring to, we wrote that story about AI that morning.
Yeah.
This was breaking news that had just come out. Bummer. Okay. The next reviewer was nicer, luckily. So we do a trivia question every day, and this was a recent one. There's a 4.9 star Airbnb in Boise that's almost always booked. Is it a caboose, a potato, a prison cell, or a state capitol office? The answer is, in fact, a giant potato. Have you guys seen this thing? It is so funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, Idaho potato. Right?
Yeah.
There you go. So the review, great news and tips as always. I'd love to spend the night in the huge potato, but to convince my wife to join me, I'll have to butter her up first. Oh, I just love that. Okay, and then finally, one lovely reader asked if we have an archive where they can catch up on all the past newsletters. Matt, do you know?
We sure do.
Wow.
We have a whole archive. If you go to commando.com/current news, then you can see an entire archive of all the past newsletters, and you can go back like a time hop machine, go back to April 3rd and see what we were talking about. Interesting.
Amazing. Yeah. All right. We always like to end it here with a joke. Maddie, you've got a big job because it's your turn this week. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good.
Okay. We're ready to laugh.
It's very short.
That's okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. A husband and a wife are trying to set up a new password for their computer. The husband types, "My Willie." And the wife falls on the ground laughing because on the screen it says, "Error, not long enough."
I like that one.
Incredible.
It was short. That's about all I can do.
It was short. You know, I have always wondered, Matt, I don't mean to embarrass you here. Why do men name their parts? Like the Big Kahuna, Pete Jr.,
Yeah.
I don't Dangling Fury. Like,
Dangling Fury.
yeah, that's a good one, right? I don't get it.
I don't have an answer for you. It does happen. But I think I would breach some kind of contract with the Council of Men that, I'd get in trouble for.
All right, that was fun. Moving along, we always end it with a little to-do list, something that we want you to take away from this podcast, to go out and do in your life. Matt, you go first.
I would have gone with my tip, but this Mark Rober video is so incredible. Go to commando.com, watch the video. It's really fun.
Wiffle ball.
Yeah, wiffle ball.
Huh. All right, Maddie, what do you want our listeners to take away?
You should really try filmmaker mode,
Ooh, yeah.
beast mode for
right.
your TV.
Okay, so we're going to go into the settings, look for picture mode, and then look for filmmaker.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I want you to tell a friend about this podcast. I'm pretty sure you laughed at that Willie joke.
Yeah.
If you did, share this with a friend, or if you learned something new, tell somebody about our podcast. We would really appreciate that. As always, thank you for being here. For Maddie and Matt, I'm Allie, and we'll see you next time.
This program is a copyrighted production of Westar Multimedia Entertainment and protected by the copyright laws. Any rebroadcast or use of this program for commercial, business, economic, or financial purposes without the written permission of Westar Multimedia Entertainment is strictly prohibited.